All right, what's up, guys? It's Libs here. In today's video, I will update you guys on yesterday's long setup on Bitcoin and 4 altcoins that I think are looking very strong. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button below and that bell notification button so you know next time we have a setup for you guys to trade. All right, so today we're going to look at Bitcoin, right? And then we're going to go through a list of altcoins. We're going to be looking at Mana, Tesos, EGLD, and FTT, which I think are looking pretty decent right here. But I think those 4 altcoins are giving a pretty good, overview of what's happening in the altcoin space right now. So I'm going to stick with those 4. But first of all, let's look at Bitcoin. By the way, guys, if you like these short updates, please let me know in the comments. I'm trying to figure out what you guys want me to produce. And I've been getting pretty good feedback on these small updates. And, it's the type of updates that we give out on a daily basis inside the Birdnets. So if you didn't know, you can join the Birdnest community for free. You can join the free trial. You go to birdnest.com/free trial. Sign up for free 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, no credit card, no strings attached, nothing. Just join. All right. So we're getting some pretty interesting moves in the market right now. We're obviously seeing Bitcoin hit that high time frame 0.382 fib, which by the way is measured using the low at around 28k and the all-time high is at around 69k, right? And that brings us the 0.382 fib, which also we hit the 618 fib of the short RLC measured from that high down to that low. So you can see on the daily, it's it's a pretty obvious move on the daily, right? So I view this as 1 move, 2 moves, and then 3 right here. So I fibbed that high to that low, and that brings in the 0.618 right here, which you can see it's a pretty decent resistance area right here. We hit the 618 here, and this is the second time, and we're now seeing a rejection at that area. What I like about this move right here is that it's taking us down to retest just like I talked about yesterday, right? We have a perfect breakout area right here at around 42.8, right? Which is confluent with the daily 50 EMA and the 4-hour 50 EMA as well. So what I would like to see here is the 4-hour stochastics to go below 30 and then bottom out while we are seeing a bounce somewhere around this area right here. And with this area, I'm talking about the area between 42.5 and 43k. A bounce there with the stochastics are assigned 4-hour below 30, while it gives us a 4-hour bullish engulfing. That would definitely be something I would like to trade. And if you add the fibs here, you will also see that from that low to this high, actually, you know what? Let me use another chart which is much cleaner, which is going to be this one right here. So if you see this chart right here, you see that I've measured the long LC from the low to the high of the latest up move. That brings in the 0.618 right here. Remember, I talked about the 0.618 on this chart, which is a very clean resistance. And on this chart, it shows you a pretty clean support. And if you've been following me for a while, you know how, I really like the 0.618. It's one of my main levels that I trade off, right? So that's the long setup I'm watching on Bitcoin, where if we hit that level, I would probably take 25% profit and move stops to entry to kind of secure this position and then hold some of the position open in case we get a major breakout up to around the 49 or 50k area, right? So that's Bitcoin. Now let's look at a couple of altcoins. And the 4 altcoins I have on my watch list here, and they've actually been here for a couple of days, but it's Mana, Tesos, EGLD, and FTT. First, I want to start with EGLD and Tesos. And what I want to highlight here is the fact that if EGLD breaks this level right here, it simply is not looking very good, right? And I think this is a pretty clean. This represents a lot of altcoins out there where you have had a pretty good run, pretty good trend right here, and what you're seeing right now is possible break of this bullish market structure where you have an uptrend, a range, and if you break this range to the downside, you're probably going to see a downtrend starting right here, right? So that is what I'm watching, and that's what I wanted to show you on EGLD. Same thing happening on Tesos. Now Tesos is actually looking very good here. The fact, what I don't like about this one is we already had that uptrend, a downtrend, hitting a good support here, obviously, but the fact that it's below the daily 50, below the 4-hour and the 4-hour 20 and 50 makes me think that I would like to see, I would like to see this type of move before I trade this. So a bounce here and then a reclaim of those local highs, and then I would go long on this that bounce right there, and that would actually be the exact same setup that I would be using on Bitcoin right here, which is going long on the break and retest of the 4-hour 20 and 50 EMA. Now let's look at two more. This is Mana and FTT, which is looking much more interesting right here. By the way, guys, hit that subscribe, and if you like what I'm doing here, hit that like button. We want to activate that YouTube algo to get some more people in here. It's good for us and it's good for you because we're going to be providing much more content like this one right here. So if you like the setups that I'm giving you right here, this is the setups that I'm going to be trading myself. If you like me sharing what I do on a daily basis as a trader, please hit that like button and comment if you like what I'm doing. All right, so we look at Mana right here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add the fibs from the low of that move to the high, right? And what are we seeing right here? Well, we're seeing some interesting confluence here with the area around the 50% fib and the 618, right? And I like the fact that the midpoint of the reload zone, which is right here, is confluent with the daily 20 and 50 EMA. And I like the fact that we have the 4-hour 20 and 4-hour 50 right here at the 50%. What is needed here for Mana to give us a entry trigger is for the stochastics RSI to go below 30. It doesn't have to give us a bull cross. It just needs to be kind of bottoming out here below 30. And then a hit of this area right here. If we hit this area with a 4-hour bullish engulfing, I would go long. Now, remember that this will not give us an entry trigger if Bitcoin fails to hold the weekly open, and the weekly open is at 42K. So if Bitcoin breaks below 40K and loses the weekly open and loses the daily 20 EMA, we're not going to go long in the altcoins because they're most likely not going to confirm. Same thing with FTT. Now, I actually like Mana the most. I'm going to move that to the top. Second best is FTT. What I really like about FTT here is that we have a pretty clean move right here, and we have the reload zone very close to the weekly open, right above the weekly open, and the 50% level. And the area between the 618 and the 50% is actually confluent with a pretty decent support area. So what I would like to see here from FTT is some type of bounce here, and then a move up to the $50 area, which is the minus 0.618. The trade would look something like this, right? That's probably something I would be wanting trading. That's very weirdly articulated by me, but that's what I'd like to do. If this happens, I'd like to trade this. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Two potential setups on Mana and FTT, and one potential long setup on BTC. If you're a member of the Burbness, I will update you guys on this on a daily basis. If you're not a member and if you want those daily updates several times every day, you can just go to theburbness.com/free trial and join the free trial to see what I'm doing live. All right, guys, thanks for joining, and see you guys in the next one.